I'm Vadd, and welcome to episode 3 of Age of Mythology Retold. Turns out we have just escaped the underworld. You know, we kind of thought everything was going in a good direction once we snuck the Trojan horse into Troy. We saved Helen, and then we're just trying to get back home, and next thing you know, we're in the underworld. Classic Greek story. Here we're in Egypt now. We kind of came out of the underworld into Egypt, and Egypt is actually being harassed by kind of the same villain who's been shaping our journey so far. We need to get some pieces of, I believe one of the Egyptian gods has been kind of chopped up into a few different pieces. So we're trying to collect those pieces and put a stop to the evil doings.
This box contains a god?
A piece of a god, Osiris. Set tricked him and had him killed. His body was cut into pieces and scattered across the sands of Egypt. Kemset was in the process of trying to destroy this one completely.
If Osiris is dead, what good is a piece of his body?
It is not easy to kill a god. Osiris is dead, but not dead. If we can reunite his body, he will live again. However, if Kemset succeeds in destroying a single piece, all is lost. Be quiet back there.
We have walked into an ambush.
Get the Osiris piece to the city.
Arkantos and his men have been ambushed in the canyon pass.
We must rescue them. Time is short. Quickly prepare an army and send it into the pass before Kemsit can escape with the Osiris piece.
This is another really fun, unique one, I think. We need to capture this piece of Osiris here, this camel. And our dudes are just absolutely dropped right off rip. From the bottom here, you can see they have their kind of like end zone, and they're going to march up this big kind of S shape here till they get there. And we're up here, right? And we have the opposite thing going on. We're trying to catch up. Like this is kind of this big game of tug of war. And they gave us like an already established civilization of some kind here. And I think that, oh, what is this? He makes animals? What is this guy? Okay. Wahibre. So we can summon in a pack of hyenas? A hippo? It's over. As soon as you can get an army of hippos, you just win. So I think our plan is right on top of these boys, we're going to summon in our god powers here and just give them an army of zombies and snakes and race our troops as fast as we can here. But we're not going to bother building more of these spearmen. I think it's going to be more worthwhile to build like these camel archers, right? Because they are hypothetically faster than the other group. So we're going to unpause it and try and make that happen if we can.
Into you, UEL.
As fast as we can, we're moving troops.
A hero has fallen.
Here come the snakes.
A hero has fallen.
And we've got the piece back.
Etymos.
A hero has fallen.
I don't know we're gonna be able to hold it, but we're gonna try. Because by the time we kind of bust through, our reinforcements are coming in, right? And that might just be too much. Like we might have overpowered them. Awesome. Now maybe they've got an ambush up their sleeve, right? Very, very possible.
Arkantos, do not forget to call upon your god powers.
Yeah, I really thought there'd be like some troops up here to surprise us. Not being some is okay. Look, they're sending out a squad after us. Too slow, old boy. I love how these priests are healing my units too. I think that's super cool. You can see it in action here. Ajax is a little busted and this dude just channeling that.
Garrick. Into you.
Awesome.
What is special about this place?
It is the center of Osiris's kingdom. That is his palace. Now, I need to get the piece to Setna.
Setna is already a guest of ours. And now you are too. Take them to the prison!
Isis, hear my plea. I have been betrayed by a servant of Set. Send your blessing upon me, and I will have vengeance.
This is so cool. This is so cool.
Isis smiles upon you, Amanra. Go to nearby monuments to claim them for your cause.
So we ended up in Egypt after a trip through the underworld. Whoops. And it looks like we actually do have a town hall here. We've got a little bit of an army we've been gifted. Okay, we've got a fortress over here, and I like these camel rider guys. I think if we can build up a small stack of camel rider dudes, I think that would be pretty sweet. All right, we're gonna march a little bit.
This monument grants us additional favor.
I'm not exactly sure I fully understand, but I think each of these yellow structures we roll by are ours. Like they become ours as we roll by them. I'll have to see. So we have these sharks with laser beams. Just kidding. Crocodiles with sunbeams. I think these are cool. Oh, they stopped attacking.
What is this? An army threatening our walls?
Yes, an army under ice.
Looks like my main squad here is ready to go to march. The priests have healed them all up. And I've got this really wonderful kind of backup squad here. Just an even 30. It just has 10 of these heavy camel riders. And then 10 of these heavy chariot archers. And then 10 priests in the back. I mean, there's nothing fancy about this army. But they are going to be set to defensive. And we're going to use them. I don't want to say as cleanup. I'm kind of worried we'll get like ambushed or something. And we'll march our main squad, which is really heavy on mythic units, right? Like we got the scorpion men who are super cool. Melee attackers here. Look at their hands, their little claws. Love that. You can even see like, it's very impressive. Very impressive. All right. And the scrabs and these little sphinx dudes. Got a couple of priests and some laser crocs or whatever. I think we march. I think we, oh no, hold on. Yeah, I think we march. I think we march forward and see if we can't give them a hard time. This whole army here is set to aggressive, and kind of my backup little force here is set to defensive. So hopefully these guys do okay. They don't have any real like siege machines or myth units. They're just kind of regular dudes trying their best. My second army here is going to scout out down this way. I swear they sent a few troops through here. Look at this. A couple of random myth units. Oh, oh. They've got some dudes. They've got some dudes. All right, my second army is actually going to come support this main group here because we're going down fast. We're having a lot of trouble getting through these elephants.
A hero has fallen.
I mean, that is a lot of heat. Here come the camels. Try and get into their back line here.
Into you.
Not going well for us here. So we lost most of our units that are good versus buildings. And so it's tough to tell as well, but this structure here and this structure here, they all can just keep spawning units. This one here, just the entire time. I think that's part of what's making that fight so messy. We'll work on kind of our next like reinforcement group here.
Grig, Vaya.
As my main group here, the whole squad pretty much fell apart entirely. This is all that's left. 16 troops. That's it. We've rebuilt our army here. It's a lot of ranged units, most of these crocodiles. And then we actually have a second stack as well that we're bringing in behind with a couple elephants, a couple of priests, and again just mostly those heavy camels and archers. We're hoping that this is enough to get it done. But we don't have a lot of good like siege units here. The Sphinxes here in the front are the only units we have that have an advantage versus buildings. Everything else is just good versus troops. So it's going to be a little tough to take down some of these structures when we push up on them, especially if we lose a couple of our Sphinxes. But I think this is going to be enough to really, like with all those crocs, we'll blast a unit or two apart, right? But I think it's going to be enough to push into this heavily fortified town center here. Moment of truth, though, is it or not, right? We're going to split 2 from the group for this respawn building. And we're also going to call in our god power here, just for the extra advantage. Alright, we'll let this army run wild for a little. We'll come back to our second group here. And we're going to send them down as well. Let's get through this gate. And maybe try and get on that transport ship here. Alright, transport ship. En route for the infiltration, I suppose. It's going to be a faster way to disembark, huh?
Into you.
All right, I guess we go rescue these prisoners. Awesome.
So, Setna, all the other priests of Osiris were imprisoned too?
Some were left to die in the desert.
But why did he want to kill Osiris?
Then you truly do not know.
You always seem to hide behind something when I see you, Cyclops.
You interrupted me in Greece, escaped the underworld, and arrived here before me. There is no way you did this on your own. I will know which gods support you, now!
Lord Poseidon watches over all the people of Atlantis.
Lord Poseidon? Ha ha! You're more a fool than I expected. Let's see if he's watching over you now.
You may feel less like fighting after I pull off your head.
I will deal with you all in due time. We have more pressing matters to attend to at Osiris's pyramid.
We must recover the piece of Osiris before we leave.
We have to hurry. Gargarensis and Kemsit will soon have their troops out.
We still have some allies here. Not all have turned to worship Set.
Yes, I have friends here. They will help us.
Man, I feel like we just barely escaped. This turtle is so cool, though. 960 health. 2 attack range.
Pirate ship on
Rate
our
of
tail.
fire. Oh Nope. No, it's not. War turtle.
Another pirate ship.
War turtle. Boom. Get him. Silly pirates. Shouldn't have come here, pirates. You shouldn't have come here, pirates.
Garrett.
Another war turtle? They've got an upgrade? We gotta get more of these guys. Capture the Osiris Peak cart and move it to the flag outside the city's south gate. I'm a little confused. Is this the city? Or is this... okay, this is the city. Here it is. So here's the city. And I suppose this is the south gate. Let's assume that this flag here represents our end destination. So we will need transports. Now, is this just a random faction who's not on my side? Like, do we need to, should we be trying to take over their stuff? Because they really haven't given us a lot of just anything to start here. We've got a couple of good Navy units, which you'll love to see, but that's just not going to be enough to get it done. I think maybe we get like 2 war barges and just start pecking at these walls. Just being obnoxious, maybe try and take out this tower from the sea. And while that's going on, what can we actually build? We're in the 3rd age, so we can build some good stuff. Do we just go all in on myth units? What do we have unlocked? Anubites, Scorpion Man, and we could go up in age and get our hands on a Phoenix and a Mummy. Phoenix seems pretty sweet, and they rely on gold. We get that meteorite power. What's the son of Osiris? Okay, we could supercharge our Pharaoh. Maybe that's better. Do we have a Pharaoh?
In Wedge?
Let's see what his name is. Thutmose. Think he's a Pharaoh? Setna is our hero. Is he... Is Setna a Pharaoh? Which is this guy? How do we know which one's a Pharaoh? Because we have 2 gold veins here. And 2 more here. And these myth units cost... food and wood. Alright, we're going to start working on our favor here. So something about these statues generates that all-important favor. Get the gold gang running.
Grig.
Perhaps if we were to destroy the lighthouse, the pirates would not be able to sail into the bay.
So we got an interesting side objective. If we destroy this lighthouse, it's going to stop the pirates from coming out at the sea and kind of harassing us. So we're going to see if we can make that happen with just these couple of barges. I don't think they're going to be able to. A whale? How cool is this? Oh man, 1 and 2, mom and pup, huh? That's really fun. One of my ships is even on fire. I don't think they're going to be able to get it done. Well, they're going to try. This is apparently a pirate faction. And it does look like, with our 3 ships here, we're going to be able to take these guys down. It's pretty exciting. I think maybe they were expecting us to march our army over land. Which we have no intention of doing if we don't have to, I'll tell you what. We have enough gold to get into that next age. So we kind of have a big choice here. Would we rather have a Phoenix, which I think sounds awesome, which costs gold and bolts, right? Or the Mummy. But I guess the other thing with Osiris is we can buff up our Pharaoh, which I think would be cool. But the fun thing with Thoth isn't just the Phoenix, but make our War Elephants cheaper. I think we go with Osiris. I think that's the one for this one. So we're in that 4th age. So let's find out who the Pharaoh is. We've got Thutmose here. And Setna. Lightning Bolt cannot hit this hero, but can hit this guy. Very cool. Man, this gives me those Stargate SG-1 vibes, huh? This guy? With the voice and whatnot. We're going to take these 5 workers and put them on a Leviathan. And we don't really have much of an army here. We're going to put them on a Leviathan as well. We're just gonna sneak over and maybe build a few things around here. See if there isn't some kind of advantage we can gain from that.
Into you. Garrick. And
So we've grouped up our melee ships
Garrick.
and our range ships here. And these are our transports. We're going to bring the transports over, bring the range ships over. This might be the beginning of the end. We'll see how it goes.
Are you repair?
And wedge.
Inito. You I air. And wedge.
EU repair. Tayo. Kids. EU repair. Up. Kids.
I think that big lightning bolt is coming from the son of Osiris.
In what?
Greek.
So a little awkward here. We missed half of our troops, it looks like. Try and get our transport guy over. And we actually have a structure built here.
Grig. Kids.
Are you repair?
So we've pushed up on them a little bit here.
Tayo.
We've just kind of given ourselves like a little bit of like a fallback point almost, where we can kind of safely ferry troops. We've got a couple elephants we've got coming over.
Into you.
We've got these two Leviathans here,
And wedge.
and then kind of our war fleet here, guarding the passage. We're gonna just ferry them back and forth. But now we can build elephants on this side from this stronghold, which is a huge W, as well as just some regular spearmen over here as well. This isn't like the safest spot, but it's definitely like a pretty safe spot here to just try and get our attack going, as we can now just spawn units at them, and they're gonna have to deal with that. I think we're gonna push in and see what we can actually get done here.
UIR.
And we'll open up with some snakes and some mummies, and we'll see if this gets it. I think we're gonna catch them really unaware here.
Garrick. Ear at you. And wedge. At you. Garrick. Ear erect.
Really bad news. It looks like they've moved the cart further in. Was not prepared for that. But we'll go right at their gate here and see if we can't catch this cart before they like lead it further into their fortifications here.
Greek. Are you repair? Tayo.
En at you. Into you. Ear erect.
Léger.
Garrick. At you.
Etimos. Ne.
We're gonna send Ajax on ahead.
Out of the city. We must fight our way through the south gate.
UIR.
I think we pull back to here and try and just get these out the gate. I think we caught them a little bit just unprepared. Oh, they did capture our dudes, huh?
At you. En wedge. Ear at Garrick. Ear erect. At you.
Snake's coming in again.
Ear erect.
So we're trying to get these towers down. So we use the snakes as the distraction here, while the elephants take on the tower and the gate. These champion war elephants really, really do a great job of just messing these structures up. Look at this thing.
Into you.
Looks like we are going to be able to capture this Osiris piece once we kind of get everybody out of the way. Awesome. We win.
We are safe here for now. We will plan in the morning.
You have done well. Now I must prepare you for the rest of your journey. Zeus is all-powerful now, but it was not always so. Ages ago, the Titans ruled the universe under Kronos, and humanity suffered under their harsh rule.
Castor.
Well, last time we fall asleep under a tree. It's kind of a freaky series of events, huh? Man, this is a nightmare, huh? So this is the big bad right now, huh? This Garganus. Zeus used the restoration god power. So we're being healed by Zeus right now. Wow. This is just an absolute nightmare. I don't know if we can win. He's gonna kill us again.
A hero has fallen.
Prostagma. Ne. Pani. Volume. Esto. Ne. Pani. Esto.
We're just gonna run around for a little.
Pani.
See if we can just generate a little more health.
Ne. Pani. Esto. Volume. Pani. Esto. Ne. Volume.
Because we can't win this fight.
Strengthen you. Continue the journey before you, Father.
Oh my goodness, it goes on. Please, no. Defeat the guardian of the shrine just ahead. Ah! Why is everything on fire?
Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades did battle with the Titans in a great war. Kronos and the Titans were imprisoned in Tartarus, the deepest part of the underworld. Zeus came to rule over all the heavens. Poseidon envies his brother's domain and wishes it for himself. Kronos knows this and tempts Poseidon with promises of power if he is released.
Poseidon? No.
Yes. There are several places where one can enter Tartarus, but Zeus sealed them all with adamantine doors. These can only be opened by a mortal's hands. Gargarensis.
The gate. That's what we saw when we entered Erebus in Greece.
Yes. Gargarensis believes that if he helps the Titans return, Poseidon and Kronos will make him immortal as a reward.
We woke up from the dream, but we are now the bad guys. I don't really understand. We're clearly still dreaming. Here we are with Garganus, our enemy here. Here's his lieutenants, right? Chemset and Chamos. We fought Chamos in the beginning, and then Chemset in Egypt. Here we are, Arkantos. Here's our sun. We're in red, and if we see the enemy, air quotes here, we need to attack. They're in our blue. You can see here's Chiron. It says evil enemy. Here's Ajax, evil empire enemy. Here's Heracles, enemy. Here's Perseus. Here's Theseus. Like, these are all our friends, and we need to come here and destroy their things. So I don't really know how this happened, but we're gonna build it up and try and get through this horrible dream. We got some dudes who are working on some wood. We've got a gentleman here mining the gold. We've got a couple of dudes at the temple. Hopefully being productive here. We're off to a decent start, I think. Maybe not perfect, but it's not bad. Our ships here are having a lot of trouble. Well, we're trying to take down what we can. And there's a lot of relics. Not sure what they all do, but we're trying to get as many of them as we can, as they are all, you know, bonuses. And then we're pretty much just farming as hard as we can here at the start. Because I am worried that we're going to get overrun by some, like, you know, just super army here. So it looks like we have a unique building, a unique unit we can get from this fortress. It's a heavy Gastroferderos. I'm not sure that's quite how you say that. Might be a population cap issue. But it also said it's going to benefit from all of our upgrades we give our archers from the smithy or the archery range. So I'm thinking that that might actually be a huge win for us. So here are these archers that are unique. They're apparently good versus infantry and buildings. And I'm hoping they tear it up for us. We're going to put a lot of reliance on them. And I think we'll group them up with some Cyclopses if we can. Just to be their frontline units here. And then after we get those, we'll maybe get like 3 catapults. And I think we'll attack. I think that's going to be enough to just really put a lot of pressure on them. All right, we've got our stack complete here. And this is kind of our big bet here, is that these Cyclops are going to be able to defend these champion guys here with these big blaster bows. And these big boys in the back are going to tear it up. The other squad is just full of like 1 million myth units. And they're dangerous, but they struggle versus heroes. And I think there's a very real possibility that we'll face quite a few heroes between here and the gate, but we're going in. If we can. Yeah, look at the range on these guys. They shoot from very far away. Very impressive. We use an earthquake spell. And it seems to be working. We're going to move the myth units into combat zone. And we're going to send this squad kind of around to the side here. Our archers here are our building crushing squad. We're going to have them take out this building, and then down. I think that's the big plan. So far, so good. Myth units are causing a great distraction. And we're moving in on their forum here. Look at these guys go.
We'll crush their wonder to rubble.
I mean, they're just raining on this thing. Awesome. Love to see it. Got our Krakens in the bay doing what they can. We win. Nice.
Zeus cannot interfere directly, or it will touch off a war amongst all the gods. That is why you are here. Make no mistake. If Kronos escapes, this will be Atlantis, and all you love will be lost.
Arcantos, are you all right?
Yes, just a bad dream.
Come, join us. It is time to plan our attack.
Let me make sure I understand. Osiris's pyramid guards another passage to the underworld?
Yes. If we can reunite the body of Osiris, he will live again.
We have one piece. There are 3 more which must be found and brought here.
We have to split up. Amanra, you, Chiron, and I will divide our forces and recover the other pieces. Ajax, you come with me.
Is that the place?
Yes, Kemset's stronghold. The piece is inside. Are the men prepared?
Yes, Amanra.
Good. If Kemset is there, no one is to touch him but me.
Amanra with the vengeance.
I
mean, we're in it right off the start again with Amanra, which is awesome. I love the change of pace here. And being the Egyptians is also just really fun, I think. So it looks like it's going to be pretty straightforward. We need to attack this island, I'm guessing. This fortress here. I don't think there's going to be a land route. Let's see if we can just build up. You know, we're 1 minute and 7 seconds in. Let's see if we can build up something, you know, substantial before we get to minute 10. I think I should really really try and like move a little faster this time. I think I move a little slow. So right off the start, we were just going to spam out farmers and farms and effort to get some food coming in. And once we have a solid base of farms, I think we're going to go right into getting our hands on an army to get through these trees and fill out our population. We're actually at 30 of 45, and we only have 6 workers, and that feels terrible to just be that kind of behind on things as far as it feels. We're even going to build a lumber camp right in here at the start, just in an effort to just have less distance between these 2 points. Having such a low population camp and just such a small number of settlers right at the, or workers right at the start, just rough. So we opted into a fortified town center here, which is going to increase our population cap by 10, which is a pretty big jump. Maybe we should have waited till we got more villagers going, but we've got our first boat out. It is a fishing boat, so no combat here, but if we can get some fish going and some workers coming out of the town center, we'll be in a good spot. We have spent all of our food to get these camels. Hopefully it's going to pay off for us as we get them trucking to our town center and some gold moving for the very first time here, which is pretty exciting. Looks like we can pick up a second town center here, which actually might be surprisingly helpful because we're going to be able to get a little more population cap. 129 pop isn't a small number, but a lot of the military... Oh, we found some gold. A lot of the military units take a little more than 1. They take like 3 or 4. Even just these camel guys, they count as 3 population. Which means, you know, 10 of them, and that's a third of our entire army, which is not a lot. Seeing as we officially have a gold vein right here, in an absolute army of workers who have just completely harvested this forest, we're going to just unload them on the gold next, and we'll go from there. We're just clearing 1,000 gold so we can get to that 4th age here and pick some sweet units. So we have 2 options. We can get these Avengers, which are cool, or we can upgrade our Pharaoh into the Son of Osiris, which I think is cooler. So let's do that. Now these camels are doing their absolute best to bring us in some gold at 15 apiece. We have about, I think, 10 of them running, which is great because it's very sustainable, right? It's just going to continuously move, you know, gold into our treasury, but it's just not the same as like having dedicated miners just clobbering this gold source here. This is interesting. We got a notification here. It says a new pharaoh has arisen to lead your people, and here he is. And I wonder if this is just a reoccurring event, or do we lose our pharaoh and he became the son of Osiris, right? We're going to build this ship dock here. This pier right next to this fortress. You know, maybe we'll build like 1 or 2 more towers near it. And I think that is going to... We're going to use this one for our launching ground to really push up on our opponents here. Gold is still our biggest obstacle here. These turtles are probably my favorite. They're so cool. I don't know why we have 3 of them, but we do. Wow. I feel like we only built 1. Turtle army, rise up. All right, so these are good for ships. Can we pair them with some kind of an arrow ship, maybe? Oh no, they don't. I don't know where these war barges are sailing. Better not be sailing near my stuff. Get them. All right, we'll let them go. We'll let them go for now. We're gonna hold this little zone down, though. Do you think you're gonna roll up on our little fortress here? You would be wrong. I gotta admit, though, I am struggling to keep up. There's just a lot of moving parts here. Here we go. Let's put this lighthouse maybe right here. Why not? Never built one of those before. And we're at our population cap. Awesome. Okay. Where is Amanra? Can we get her to convert some of these structures somehow, right? Right, if she walks by, they join our side. Question mark. Because we cannot build any more houses. Build them in an 8 of 10. Yeah, somehow we built more than we even possibly can, which makes me think we must have what we need. Here we go. Grab one more here. And we'll bring the laborers down here to take out this gold. We're gonna build our siege workshop, and that's it. After that, we're gonna start the attack. We have 1, 2, 3 of these war barges, which are supposed to be good versus ships and buildings. We have 1, 2, 3 of these arrow ships here, which are supposed to be able to transport 15 troops, which isn't bad. We got the 3 big war turtles, and I'm really hoping that that's enough to just be really disruptive here in this kind of channel. Whatever's sailing through, I'm hoping we can take it out. We're just kind of blockading. We do have them set to defensive stance. Here we go. Here we go. A little combat. Awesome. Here we go. All right, so this is a dedicated transport ship. 35 transportation. This is an arrow ship. Has 15 transportation. And this is a Leviathan with 20. And I guess the other big difference is Leviathan has 1,000 plus health, while the transport ship has 200. And the arrow ship has 300. So it definitely seems like Leviathan's a little slower than them. But I feel like having that extra health is going to matter. We're going to park this guy right here. And as soon as some of these catapults start rolling out, which they should as they're being made right now, we're going to put them into the Leviathan here. We somehow have 67 workers that just don't know what to do with their life. I know how to help. Yep, my work here's done. I don't think we have enough military to take them down, but I think we need to try. We need to come over here and land and actually see what happens, because we're just like spinning tires here. Like we're in the mud and nothing's happening. We're farming hard, but like I have 47 workers who have farmed the whole map, and like they're eating up all those population slots. Put some perspective on how much slower these Leviathans are. Our Leviathan's coming down. Troops coming out. And we're going to roll the army. This is kind of a mixed army. We've got a couple of war elephants here. Everybody's set to aggressive. Nothing fancy about it. Hoping to just be able to run things over. Okay, it's got a little crazy on this side. Might have to fight up a whole island to get there. Which is definitely not what I thought. I think we should have brought a few more priests, so we could heal our troops as we win. We have used our power to turn the day to night, so that we can get a little bit of a advantage here. Incredibly, quite a bit of our military is still alive. Mostly the elephants, though. All right, well, that's been going on. We've actually been getting ourselves some more troops. You know, so we can run some fresh ones in. We're gonna get them all grouped up. And we're running. Going right at these big boys here. Now we're down to, I think, 1 catapult, maybe? Oh no, there's 3 more. Okay. As long as the heroes stay healthy, I think we're gonna be okay. They need a little encouragement. They need a little encouragement. They just need a little encouragement. Come on, gang. Let's get in there. Let's get in there. There we go. There we go.
We have reached the Osiris box. Now, where is my enemy?
Yeah, Kemset is not here.
I have something I've been meaning to give you since you first ran from me at the temple, Kemset.
I'd like nothing better than to drain your blood into the sand, Amanra. But I cannot waste time with you now.
Coward.
Your time will come, Amanra. Soon.
North of here, a great tamarisk tree grows from the riverbank. In its trunk, we will find the head of Osiris.
Chiron, soldiers approach.
I am Njord Seer. We're following the One-Eye. We've tracked him all the way from Midgard.
The One-Eye? Gargarensis. The Cyclops.
Aye. He has united the giants. Up north, much of Midgard now lies in ruin. We were sent to follow him in hopes of preventing Ragnarok.
Ragnarok?
The end of the world. Have you seen the One-Eye?
He is here. We are fighting against him as well. Will you join us?
We will.
So it would seem this tree has a piece of Osiris buried under it, and maybe just put down a couple of farms. These farms just make me happy. They just work, you know? Get down a couple of farms. Get these guys on these sheep, maybe. And we'll get into that third age, and maybe from there we can decide what actually makes sense to do with our group. Because we can't just march laborers up north. I mean, laborers have, you know, no... Laborers have no, you know, real offense or defense. So we probably need to clear a path first. Trying to see if we can separate out these cavalry units. Because they're quite a bit faster than our other group. So I think maybe that's a good start. We will get these kind of cavalry scouting the desert for the supposed mummy problem. And then we will try and get enough food with these couple of workers here. Look at this giraffe. Wow. Looking good, Mr. Giraffe. It's a little awkward, but with just 3 farms and 4 workers working on food, counting the gathering the goats here, we're actually just barely hanging in there. All right, did Chiron make it? He's trying. We'll see if he can destroy this temple. And Chiron's doing his best here. He's got the first... Looks like 3... That has 1,200 health. So he's got 200 damage done. He's doing 2 damage a pop, which is not very impressive, but it is definitely more than nothing. I'm a little tempted to send over 1 Sphinx. Just 1. And to see if that makes much of a difference. It's our only Sphinx. It's not even like an Elder Sphinx or anything fancy. So if we lose it, it's going to be... quite a bit of a bummer, but it might be worth it. It might be worth it, you know. We're gonna send the Sphinx right at this Mustiel temple. Yeah, it's gonna be down in like literal moments at that rate. That's actually quite impressive. How much of a difference that makes. And we've got our first camels coming out. We're going to build our first stronghold, and in doing that, we'll be able to push into the 4th age as soon as we have the resources for it, which is going to be pretty huge for us, I think, as I think that's maybe kind of the final piece. Now, interesting enough, these bolts, which are the currency we need for myth units, we get the favor from these statues. So as long as we have the statues built, and we've got the priest on them, it is pretty significant. Our ability to just consistently pull in more faith. As soon as we get 1,000 food, we are going to be able to push our way into the next era, and then we will roll up on the tree. We have our first 10 camels running kind of from this bottom corner all the way north, and we'll see how they do. Just the 10 of them, how much camel tradage we get from them. I'm hoping it's reasonably significant, but if it's not, we're not going to cry about it. But they're running across our back line here. So that means that like our kind of main forces and defenses are between the enemy and them. Like they run right through my base. Really, guys? Right through my farming fields? Are you kidding me? There's not a better route? Crazy camels. All right, we just cleared 1,000 wood. Let's go into that 4th age. And we'll go Horus this time. I don't think we've done Horus yet. And I think that might be kind of a little bit of a fun change of pace. I'm concerned about our ability to harvest wood. There's not a lot of wood around here. All right, each of these camels is carrying 45 gold. So each route is going to be 450 gold bumped up on our treasury. That's really powerful. Just to have that stable income like that. And that's the kind of thing that, might get itself nerfed. My goodness. All right, we got our first Avenger. Let's check this guy out. Wow. Okay, so we got a bird dude. He's got 2 swords. Let's see his back. I wonder if he flies a little bit. So we're going to have a jump, maybe? I don't know. Can attack multiple enemies at once. Awesome. It's considered a fast movement. So our camel has a speed of 6. Our axemen, these axemen with axes, has a speed of 4.3. Our line deer here is 6.1. Oh, he's actually very fast. You can hang with the camels. Congratulations, you've been promoted. And our crocodiles have a speed of 3. So these guys are almost, like as far as speed goes, here's our fastest unit. Here's our 2nd fastest unit. Here's our 3rd fastest unit. Then the axe guys. And then the crocodile. Left to... Oh, goodness. We're under attack. Stop that. Get him, Crocs. Look at this. These like sun crocodiles. These things are so menacing. Yeah, it's over. Shouldn't have messed with the sun crocs. All right. Gonna organize our army, and then we will attack. It's not an overwhelming force, but I think it's gonna be enough to get the job done. We have the camel squad here, who's, reasonably dangerous, I think. And then we kind of have the range squad here with these big Avengers in the front. Love that. And these priests here are healers, and these guys are kind of range lasered sun crocs. And then we have the sacrifices. And by sacrifices, the laborers, because they need to go chop that tree. We're gonna run in right now. That's the plan. Here we go. I'm a little tempted to pull apart the formation a little bit, so that we can have some of the workers maybe set up a small tower or two. Can we not cross this water? Oh, there we go. We can cross. I like how my workers went right by these crocodiles. Awesome. So this one worker here is actually going to be very important. He's going to try and fortify the zone while the rest of the group kind of attacks. We're going to hit him with the locust. Turn it to night for the bonuses there. Got really messy really fast. Trying to get my workers on this tree here. There we go. First tower down. We'll drop a stronghold maybe right here. That's obnoxious, right? These workers can't quite all get around the tree. I clearly brought plenty of them. It looks like most of them are chopping the tree. And then incredibly, we've got a stronghold we're literally building here. I think it's these sun crocodiles. I think they do a surprisingly large amount of damage. Look at this Avenger go. Get him. Get him. He's going down. No! We will avenge you! Man, there's this army of crocs up on the hill.
Into you. Into you.
Let's try and get ourselves a little bit back together here. Man, this tree is incredibly tough. Let's see this 1v1. We got a Sun Croc here versus the Hero Priest. wrecked. Our tree is under half health. You can actually see our hero priest here healing our units. So we didn't suffer too badly any losses. I think we're just kind of chilling here. Kind of relaxing and sitting back. Our troops are all healed up, it looks like, for the most part. Checking on the tree here. Last couple of bits of health bar. 5,000 health at the start. We've chopped our way through most of it. See if we can get it done. We're in the double digits of health. From the thousands down to the tens. Here we go. Man, the tamarisk tree here is tough.